Welcome to your CMI diploma. My name's Hannah Price and I'm going to talk you through how we approach the course and how we're delivering it online. So let me just show you. So our plan is we're going to do a number of evenings. So we'll do Tuesdays and Thursday evenings. They tend to be in a month-long block. So these sessions start on the 15th of September and they'll run until the 8th of October. Then we have about a fortnight until we can hand in the assignments. So we've got 2 more weeks after that. What we'll do is I've created a number of resources such as this, and they're available for you to work through when you want. And on Tuesdays, primarily, most of the content will be delivered in this way. So in other words, there won't be much face-to-face live content, but there'll be quite a lot of activities that I've planned through for you to do. But we will have a live wrap-up session on a Tuesday, and that's between 8:30 and 9:30. So if you've got any questions, I might look at some exercises to do to make sure that you understand what we're doing. The second Tuesday of the block, so Tuesday the 22nd, we've got Tom Amos coming in from the library and he's going to talk through referencing and finding sources. If this is your first academic assignment for a while, this is really worth knowing how to do. If you're moving on to the top-up degree early next year, again, it's a good refresher just to make sure your referencing is absolutely spot on. Then on Thursdays, we'll have that will be primarily the tour live face-to-face session. Again, it will be delivered online, but if you log in for 6 o'clock, then we'll start the session then. Okay, so we're starting off with principles of management and leadership. And it's a really fascinating topic. It's a really nice one to begin with, or for those of you that have already done a few modules, it's really makes sense of why certain leadership and management styles will work for you and others don't. So in terms of the evening classes, just a couple of things that you might be sort of concerned about. If you leave, so if you only decide for whatever reason you're not able to complete all 6 of the modules, if you complete just one, you'll end up with an award. If you complete 2, you get a certificate. Then after 2, you have to complete the whole 6, the entire 6, and pass them successfully to get your diploma. Now, because what we do is every summer we then wrap up the course and we get it moderated, and we get it moderated internally, and then it goes off to CMI. If you're looking at starting the top-up degree in January, we'll make sure that we do this earlier for you so you've got everything that you need in time. In terms of online delivery, as I mentioned, I've created a number of resources and spent some time working on these that you'll work through yourself, so independently. And then in addition to that, we'll have these live sessions, as I say, for an hour on a Tuesday evening for the final hour, and then on a Thursday evening, it will be for the whole session. Okay. If you're not always available to watch those sessions, we're going to be delivering it on a platform called Owler, and we still haven't had a great deal of contact with it, so I'm not sure if I can record the sessions or not. Obviously, if I can, I will. So in that case, you'd be able to just look at the sessions that you've missed, any live sessions. But the course has deliberately been designed so there's enough material there for you to work through independently. So if you miss a session or 2, I'm also available for support, and we can arrange a one-to-one if you don't understand things, or email support. So please don't be concerned if you can't make all of the sessions. I understand this happens, and I'm available to give you feedback, and I'll make sure that you get the support that you need to complete the course. Okay. In terms of the assessments, there are a number of assessment criteria which you'll go through, and these are either marked as a pass or a refer. So you either meet the assessment criteria and you pass, or if it isn't quite met, I'll give you some feedback on what you need to do and then send it back to you to make those changes. And we'll carry on doing that until you get through the process. They're not graded in terms of a percentage wise, so you'll only ever get a pass or refer for your CMI diploma. Once I've marked all 6, that's when Barjan comes in. He is the course leader, so he's in charge. You may have already had some contact with him. And then at the end of that process, then our external CMI, the company that then validates it, will ensure that everything's been done to the appropriate standards. Okay, so in terms of the sessions, I'm very much about making sure we meet the learning criteria and you've got everything you need to write the assignment. The course is the starting point, so it's almost like the equivalent of the first 2 years of a degree programme. So it's got its own merits in terms of it not being that, but it's like a fast track if you then wanted to join the final year of the degree. If you do that, it's called the top-up degree, the final year, and it is an entirely separate course, so you'd need to apply again. You wouldn't just follow on to it. You'd have to go through the application process, which I'm sure all of you will remember is somewhat onerous. As part of being on this program, you will be a member of CMI, and so you'll get some details there to log into the CMI resources, and that's really helpful. They do provide quite a lot of support as well, additional learning resources, and they can also help you with things like career development. In terms of support, for anything sort of administrative to do with the course, there tends to be particular departments such as admissions or registry that will help with that. Anything content related, that's my job, and I will ensure that I get back to you swiftly and give you the support and the motivation you need to get through this. So in terms of the key contacts, I'm the person you need for anything content related to the course. If you're unhappy with anything I've done or anything needs escalating beyond the power that I've got, then Bargain is your contact. Customer service, they're really helpful for anything sort of Moodle related as well, or enrolment related. They're very much customer focused, as they should be. And then if you want any academic help in terms of writing, using resources, or really getting into that, then there's an email address for them, and they can book a one-to-one session with you and can review your assignment from that perspective a number of times to make sure that you're really ready, not just for this program, but if you want to progress to the top-up degree. And then ultimately, when you become a member of CMI, they've got a resource called Management Direct, and that's the link to that. Okay,